Galin here with the Chatham Journal. I'm at the Red Moose Brewing Company in Pittsboro with Brandy Morris, her husband Derek. He basically blew me off because he's got to clean some piping back there. How'd you and your husband, well, actually your husband said you guys met in Northwood but didn't know each other in Northwood?
Yep, that's right.
And he was a football player and you were a cheerleader.
Yep, we were 2 years apart, but yep. That's
all right,
correct.
so you didn't know you knew who you guys were, but you didn't know who you are.
Right.
So if you don't mind me asking, and I don't know why we're starting this conversation off there, but how did you two finally connect?
At NC State, a good friend of mine lived with Derek, and so he was giving me a campus tour, and that's kind of how we got connected. So,
all right.
They're a mutual friend, also from Northwood.
Also from North.
Yep.
It's that Northwood connection. All right. So
right.
You guys get hitched up, and then all of a sudden you decide, hey, you know what? We got nothing better to do than start a brewing company.
Yeah.
So how did this part come about?
We've been home brewing for many years now. My dad retired from the Highway Patrol back in, about 2 years ago, so we went on a family trip to Busch Gardens.
Okay.
While we were up there, we did some brewery hopping, and he was kind of looking around. It happened to be Oktoberfest at the time, and he was like, do you guys think we could do this? Y'all make good beer. And so we kind of did the whole crazy thing, jump in head first, and it took off.
All right, let me ask you, when you say home brewing, what exactly do you mean? Because home brewing seems to mean different things to different people. So what does it mean to you and Derek?
Well, we started off making cider. We bought 5 bushels of bruised apples from Asheville and have never made cider since because we hand pressed them all.
Oh my goodness.
Then we evolved to beer. Started off in a giant pot stovetop with a candy thermometer, and then we moved on to it would be a scaled down system of what we have now. So instead of the 32 gallons that we do per brew now, it was 5-gallon batches. And we just like to experiment. We would find something we like and try to recreate it or just completely make something up.
Why the passion for beer and brewing? I mean, is that from NC State as well?
No, it's not. Just something we kind of stumbled across together. We were like, hey, we love to cook. It kind of seemed like the next natural step where we self-proclaimed foodies. So, loving to try new recipes. We do like Chop Challenge date night where we buy the craziest thing we could at the grocery store and see what we could do with it.
Chop Challenge.
Yep. You
date
showed
night.
Chopped on Food Network?
Yes.
Yep. So we would do that. We would buy crazy ingredients for each other and say, hey, see what you can make of this.
Whose idea was this chopped date
I
night
think we
thing?
both came up with it. Yeah.
So you all are kind of in sync on all this crazy stuff. What's the best foodie stuff you ever made?
I don't know. We like to try a little bit of everything, truthfully.
All right.
Yeah.
Now here at the brewing company, what are your specialties? Do you change things around? How do you decide to offer what you're offering? And I noticed you got like 12 taps up there. Is that 12 different brews?
Mm-hmm, yep. We keep some staples on. We like to experiment. We like to try and, like I said, recreate things that we've had in the past that we like, maybe tweak it a bit. It's always something different, and then maybe a little bit of familiar. We do have some local kind of guest taps that we keep on, as far as like cider, since we said we wouldn't touch that again. We've got friends at other local breweries that we like to support and put them on occasionally, but yeah.
All right, let me interrupt. You're looking to place an order, aren't you? Do you have the license? Because quite honestly, you don't look like you're 21. All right, because your father-in-law is a former highway patrol guy, so we don't want to get her in trouble. All right, and you're not wanted by any state agency or anything. Good, okay. We're going to come right back. We're back. We can't leave paying customers waiting. You got 12 taps, and actually, I did not notice this until your customer placed the order. So you can come out from behind the bar. I don't think. Yeah, there we go. All right, you've got 12 choices out there. Do you want to give us a quick rundown of what's the most popular? What are you trying? Do you try things out different every week or?
It depends. Our number one right now, Cane Creek Honey Amber. That does really well, and actually that's named for a business that used to be in this same building.
Okay.
Video rental, kind of paying homage to.
Now, Honey Amber, is that what kind of brew is it?
So it's an amber.
It is,
and then
okay.
we put local honey in it.
Local honey,
Yep.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's see, the number 7 is new. What's the dill pickle? So it's a goza. It's going to be sour, salty. It's got 2 pounds of fresh dill. It's got 42 pounds of cucumbers, fresh from our garden in it. So we try to source.
Wait a minute. When you say fresh from our garden, are you talking about your garden?
Our personal garden. Mm-hmm.
Your personal garden?
Yep.
All right. So what else are you growing in your garden these days?
Peppers, tomatoes.
So are you ever going to see, tomatoes up
No
in?
tomato.
No tomatoes, all right. Do you ever try blueberries? And how's the blueberry stuff go?
So we've actually, it's not on right now, but our normal sour that we keep on Sour Patch Attitude, we make a blueberry syrup with fresh blueberries that we can put in there. We have 3 different fruit syrups you can put in it, so it can kind of be a pick your own adventure situation. Yep.
All right. So getting back to the board, 7 is the how do folks like the pickle thing? Is it one of those either love it or don't care for it?
That's right.
Okay.
Because it definitely it has no pickle juice in it, but it very much tastes like pickle juice. So it really it's very much people love it or hate it.
Now is that a good one to have with a Chick-fil-A sandwich?
You know what? It would be perfect.
All right. Chick-fil-A does not endorse drinking.
That's right.
But if you wanted to come in, there's no Chick-fil-A in Chatham County. And then anyway, if anybody wants food, can they get food here?
We do not sell food, but you are welcome to bring it in, have it delivered. We're trying to have rotational food trucks. We've got one out there right now, so we keep some snacks on. So you are always welcome to have food in here, although we do not.
All right, Brandy, I gotta interrupt this for another thing. Look, I just noticed that there's this little guy running around here, and who is that?
That's Molly.
That's Molly. So it's not a little guy; it's a little girl. Look, I'm not a veterinarian, so I can't tell. And is she a regular fixture here?
She is. She's usually here on Wednesdays because the Run Club loves her, but she's just here on Thursday today.
Oh, okay. So we lucked out. We got to meet Molly. There you go. And does she kind of just hang around and keep an eye on people? She
thinks she's our breeder. When the door opens, she goes running.
Oh, okay. Well, she looks like a happy puppy. Now she's scratching. All right. Anything else up there that we need to point out?
The morning beer, what's number 11 right now. We keep that on pretty regularly. We actually collaborated with Aromatic Roasters using some of their coffee in it. So that's another kind of push for us supporting locals. So give that one a try. I know it's not really dark beer season, but people seem to love that one.
And now, if you've got coffee in it and Aromatic Brewers, is that more of a... You don't serve beer here at breakfast, do you?
We don't. We're not open at breakfast time.
Oh, okay.
But that's why we named it that, in case you need your breakfast beer.
Some people may. All right. Chatham Ciderworks, you said you didn't do cider, but in this case, you just happened to make cider.
Nope, that's actually Chatham Ciderworks down at the plant.
We keep their
cider on. They do a great job. They're local. They kind of have some rotational varieties they keep going. So we usually have their cider on all the time. So
it seems like one of the things you're also doing is, and you've mentioned it several times, you're promoting other businesses here in Chatham County, whether you're using their product and use product or products in your brew. All right. Being naive, what exactly do we have here?
This is spent grain, so leftover from brewing today.
All right. And what do you do with spent grain?
So for us in particular, it goes to family livestock. My father-in-law has goats and sheep. They eat it. Our little backyard chicken flock eats it. We don't make enough to feed, people that have lots of cows. We maybe have 150 to 200 pounds maximum spent grain left over. So it only goes so far, but...
Now, do your animals enjoy that?
Oh, yeah. It'll ruin them to actual feed
if
they get it too much.
I got you. Why Sasquatch?
Just kind of a family joke. At one time, the mountains of North Carolina were like second next to Seattle for a number of Sasquatch sightings. So it's kind of a little inside joke with all of us.
So, but people who actually come drinking here don't get to see Sasquatch.
I don't know.
You don't
they
know.
Haven't.
What they do outside, you don't care.
That's right.
I noticed behind the counter you also have a bunch of souvenirs. So somebody comes in, likes your beer, can also get souvenirs. What's some of your popular souvenir products out there?
So we have limited sizes on our shirts right now. We have t-shirts and hoodies. We've got a ton of hats. We've got glassware, stickers, all kinds of goodies.
All right, we're going to run over here and take a look. Oh, who came up with the design and the logo?
I have a friend that hooked me up with a graphic designer, and we kind of told him what we were looking for, and he made that up for us.
All right. Next question. Red Moose.
Yep.
Why?
It's a combination of my dad and my husband's nicknames. My dad's nickname growing up was Red. Had fire engine red hair.
Right.
And my husband nicknamed from years ago when he first started with Raleigh was Moose. So,
and how come your nickname's not in there somewhere?
I don't know. I guess I miss Moose though.
You miss Moose, or if you started serving brandy, or cooking up brandy, there you go. You're all set.
Yeah.
Anything else folks need to know besides you have a website?
We do.
Okay.
And we're very family friendly, dog friendly. We make another thing we do with the spent grain. We make dog treats out of the spent grain. So any dog that comes in here is welcome to enjoy a spent grain dog treat. So yeah.
Can I take one of those from my dog and see if he likes it?
A few of them for your
I'll
dog.
just take one. I don't want to spoil him because it sounds like you spoil your animals here.
That's right.
Hours.
So we open at noon every day up until Wednesday it's 8, and then Thursday we close at 9, and then Friday, Saturday at 10 p.m.
All right. Anything else folks need to know about you folks down here in the downtown area, not very far from the courthouse
Not
in
very
Pittsboro?
far, yeah, we're walkable. Check out all of our other friends that are local to us. Come see us. We're family owned and operated, and we are excited to be here.
All right, folks, come down, see Brandy, Derek. Molly's around here somewhere, but only on Wednesdays, occasionally on Thursdays. But definitely support our local businesses. Thank you very much.